Hello and welcome, sports fans, to the following presentation of Table Rock Sports. We are in Grants Pass at Grants Pass High School here for some girls basketball. North Medford visiting the Cavers. We got some good action ahead of you. Jonathan McCrary beside me, Jake McCoy, and we are about to get underway. Seen a little bit of these two teams this season. Not much from North personally, but
kind of their game, you know, swinging around, get to the open shooters, get them out in transition, knocking out open shots, kind of their ball game. So I guess we're kind of more looking to see what to expect from North.
Yeah, they had a difficult season overall from what I've seen against competition within their own division, but it's a learning opportunity. They have a really young team this year. They're kind of relearning how to be a full program again after Rayburn and Carrick left a couple of years ago, just kind of rebuilding the thing. But we're going to see tonight.
I think we got a good one tonight. It's going to be a fun, exciting game. Both teams can obviously shoot the ball. They have no problem doing that. I think it's going to be a matter of who takes care of the rock a little bit better, and just who capitalizes off the turnovers.
Absolutely. And we're going to go on a break, and we'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports. Thank you for joining us.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
And welcome back, sports fans. That was the playing of your national anthem from the Grants Pass School Band. We're going to get some starting lineups here for you right now. And I will repeat them as I hear them. First off, number 3, Jane Orsepke. Number 10, Jasmine Wells. Savannah Weaver and Abby Christensen. And to finish the lineup, Hannah Drisdale. Coaching North Medford, Terrence Reedus. And now for Grants Pass. Starting off, number 2, Kylie Rucker. Number 11, Sophie Mock, the freshman. Emily Rund. Number 15, Camden Bruner. And finally, number 33, Kaylin Teagle rounds out the GP lineup. And those were both starting lineups. We are about ready to begin here on Table Rock Sports. Got a good night of action ahead of us. North Medford coming in at 4-10. And GP comes in at 7-6. We'll see if North Medford can get back on track today. Here we go. Once again, Jonathan McCrary beside me, Jake McCoy. We are back at it here on a Friday night here at Grants Pass High School.
Gotta love it. I love the cave, you know. The pit is what I call it. You know, I miss it. Of course, I miss it.
We always called it the pit, too.
It's their time now.
The fans are right here, and the first tip is off, and we are set to go. With the ball now, Isabel Lopez passes it off. Back to the top of the key. To the outside, closely guarded on the perimeter. Bruner with it. Back to Rucker. She fires from deep. That one is just off. They can hit from outside. They are known for that. They get their offensive rebound. They have a lane up for 2. That was Emily Rund on the play. Pass into the front court. She's met with a wall of defense. Shot is no good for Drisdale. Grants Pass back with it. Makes one move from deep. That one is off. She gets her offensive rebound and she will go to the line for 2.
Emily Rund, the junior, already firing off a couple threes. I think we're going to be expecting a big night from her scoring. So watch out. She can shoot it from deep. She's not afraid to pull the trigger either.
First free throw is off, and you're absolutely right. She does not hesitate there from the top of the key when she has that ball.
The first 3 attempts were by her. She got the layup after she got her own rebound, so good hustle on that play. Teagle knocking down the second one.
That one rolls in, as you said. North back with possession. Sepke passes into the front court. Drisdale loses it, but it will stay here with North Medford. Puts it up from deep. That one is off. Rebounded in by Grant's pass. Dribbles to the outside, weaves into traffic, but they're going to call the block. And it'll stay right here, only the second team foul for the Cavers. Dribbles to the middle, back to the outside. Wanted it from the top of the key. Sophia Mock with it. Sophie Mock, of course, the freshman. Makes one pump. Run to the inside, goes up. Taken in by North Medford into the front court. Has it stripped away. And taken back by Grant's pass in the pile. That pass sailed just a bit too high. 3-0 there on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grant's pass with it. Passes back to Mock. To the outside. Teagle thought about it. Has it stripped away on the pass. Into the front court. The Black Tornado go. From deep, that one is off. Taken in by Grant's pass. Goes up, but that one's blocked away. Nothing called. Just a bit of contact on that one. Into the front court. Thinks about the outside shot. She takes it. That one is just off. Took an interesting bounce one way. From deep. That one bounced off a foot out of bounds. Can't stand those as a player. Number 20, Kira McNamee, in for North Medford. Pass to the inside is off and out of bounds. To the outside, trying to dribble around. Savannah Weaver is fouled. That foul was on Emily Rund. Timeout for North. And we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills.
Sorry to cut that one short, but we are right back to the action. North Medford will inbound the ball. To the post. Thought about the outside shot. Thought about it again. Good pass to the inside. Goes up and in for the first points of the game for North Medford. And North Medford has had a tough season. No denying that fact. But Grants Pass is one of those middling teams that they might be able to put up a fight against today, kind of get it back on track going forward. To the inside, throws it up at the rim, and that one's good for an and one. Actually, yeah, they waved it off.
Might have got her for a travel. I don't want to say they got her for a charge. They might have just got an extra step on that one.
And they stole it right back.
A good bucket nonetheless, but I think she might have took an extra step.
Pretty acrobatic just to throw it at the rim and have it go in.
Off the glass,
I thought that was and one.
Yeah. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first.
Number
3-2. Grants Pass leading.
Pretty low-scoring affair thus far. Looks pretty evenly matched on both sides.
Both sides playing well, very well on defense. You know, like I said, I think this game is going to come down to who takes care of the ball. You know, as you said, you know, North is young, obviously, and so I think, you know, playing against a tougher Grants Pass defense like this is going to really test you and really, you know, kind of see how well you can take care of the ball and how well you can knock down open shots.
And we'll see if they can limit Grants Pass's outside shooting because they are known to fire from deep whenever possible.
Green light, that's for sure. Looks like they're running a little bit of a flex offense right here.
Trying to get that outside jumper open. To the inside, beautiful pass, goes up.
Cutter, good find underneath. I think they're going to call that one on the ground. Nope, she is shooting.
They'll send her to the line, and she'll shoot two.
One call from one ref, one call from the other. A little mix up there, sorry folks.
Always love that as a play-by-play and color guy to see two different calls on the floor.
One call from the sideline ref, and then you get one guy from that guy who can actually see the call, you know, so.
That one rolls off the rim.
That's why we got three refs, though. You know, we get the third one. He gets to make the official call.
Makes that decision.
Still 3-2 here.
For second one is no good as well. Try to wrestle for the rebound. North keeps possession. Abby Christensen got it. 2:49 here left in the first quarter. Riley Childers with it, goes up. That one rolls just off the rim. Rustled away. They call it for an elbow. And it'll stay right here with North. It seemed like a normal play to me. I won't debate it.
That's kind of what your coach teaches you. You come down with the ball with your chest.
Got to clear that rebound.
I'll clear the rebound. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that call, but hey, that's why I'm up here and not down there.
Might have had an open shot from the outside. Passes it up. Trying to get the best shot possible. Back to the top of the key. To the inside. Good pass. Goes up. That one's blocked away. Even better defense. And they'll call a foul here on the floor. Getting a little chippy down low. Every rebound is an extra kind of little battle going on.
Not necessarily getting back, kind of applying that pressure defense right off the rebound. Could be a tactical thing for North. Could be, you know, just allow a little frustration. You know,
yeah.
couple shots and they're not really going their way. So.
I think both teams are a little frustrated right now. GP, they've had more free throw attempts than shots, but they haven't made any of the free throw attempts yet.
A couple of empty trips here. I know their coach is not satisfied with that.
Trying to get their offense going. Makes one pump. Picks up her dribble. Still on the outside is Mock. Back to the perimeter is Isabel Lopez, who is into the game for Grant's Pass. Trying to stay cool, calm, and collected as they try to get their offense going. Been a defensive battle thus far. Lopez with it. The top of the key, looking for that inside pass. And that one was tipped.
.30 sitting on the clock, still 3-2. Not your most aggressive offensive game so far.
Not entirely.
Definitely aggressive on the defensive end.
Oh, of course.
And the fouls 2-5.
Had an open layup there. That one missed. Both teams was showing good intensity.
North need to be a little more careful, I think, on the defensive side. Obviously 5 fouls already. Don't want to get them too early to get them in the bonus.
Especially since Grant's Pass isn't hitting shots either.
Right.
You don't want to put them on the line
Exactly.
for...
You don't want to give them free ones, especially if they're not having a good night from outside.
Mock with it.
But, as you can see, every single person on this Grants Pass team can dribble the ball. And distribute the ball well, just like that there. I think that's more of their offensive style right there, finding the open player, knocking down an open shot.
And back-to-back steals. That one's up, no good. And has it wrestled back by the Black Tornado into the front court. Makes the extra pass, but they'll call her for a travel. That was good vision on that pass. I didn't necessarily see the shuffle.
I wonder. I couldn't tell if they called it on the passer or the person who's catching the ball underneath. But
I wasn't quite too sure either. I think they called it on the shuffle when she got possession. Goes up. That one's no good. I'd say it's a good call. Going the other way. Foul's starting to balance out now. We're here in the first quarter, 30 seconds left to go. 2-on-1, now 2-on-2. Gets the ball back after having it stripped away. And they are just avoiding outside shots like the plague, I should say. 13 seconds left. A lot of contact as she goes up, and they'll call it Grant's Pass possession out of bounds. I thought that one was affected. 8 seconds left for GP. And they have a one-possession lead, low-scoring first quarter. And they'll dribble it. They have numbers, goes up. That one's no good. No foul called as we reach the end of the first. And that is your score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 5-2. We're going to go on a break, and we'll be right back to the action here on Table Rock Sports. are back, folks. North Medford with possession to start the quarter. Wells leading the point. And they'll keep it right here. And Terrence Reedus has been trying to get this program back on its feet. Goes up and good from the mid-range. And that was Christensen. But with Carrick and Rayburn leaving a couple of years ago, North Medford's basically in a rebuild period. I'll call it travel on the floor. They're trying to get back to their form that we saw them in a couple of years ago. They call it travel on the floor on that last possession. Into the front court for two. And North Medford now with back-to-back baskets, they take the lead. And this is on fire as we've seen them the whole game, as they've tripled their point total. On the perimeter, number 15, Camden Bruner, back to the top of the key. To the inside, that one's up and good. Good pass off for Grant's pass.
Nice little pick and roll scenario right there.
And I don't know if they flipped the switch, but we're seeing good offensive sets from both teams. We didn't see much of that in the first quarter. May have traveled there, gets it stripped away. Taking it down the floor is Bruner. Mock with it on the perimeter. Bruner staring down the rim, makes the extra pass instead, and that one's good.
Bread and butter right there. Backdoor passes. As soon as they find that open cutter, easy buckets.
They get the steal, run into each other, but they keep possession. Has a one-on-one opportunity. Tiptoes the baseline back to the mid-range. You see more of that toughness we were talking about earlier. Two rival teams going back and forth.
Jump ball, looks like possession can stay here with North Medford.
Bruner heads to the bench.
Yeah, like you said, it's kind of almost an unknown rivalry, like North Medford and South Medford versus Grants Pass, It's kind of the, North and South, obviously.
As we get an outside shot for GP.
Free ball there. But yeah, like you said, it's kind of almost like an unknown rivalry. Grants Pass and Medford, two teams, not necessarily are very fond of each other, you could say.
I wouldn't say so at all. I played in the pit myself as a Black Tornado.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, see, I was on the other side of South Medford, and we treated Grants Pass just as we treated North Medford. We felt it was a rivalry game.
Big rivalry day.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
Always good times. Always, good competition.
Absolutely.
Quick turnover on the inbound.
North Medford back with possession. Wells takes it down the floor, passes it off.
North going on a good stretch here offensively. Kind of able to find a little bit of rhythm here starting the second period.
From the outside, that one's a little high. Back to Wells.
Spoke a little too soon in that one. She might have heard me. She got that green light.
Great trap defense by Grant's Pass there in the corner. And Grant's Pass just hit an outside shot. We'll see if that gets him going. Wide open. Layup is missed. Sometimes you can be too open.
Yes, that was one of those cases.
Makes the extra pass. This shot is a little closer from the outside. Not quite. She's trapped in the corner. Might want to call a timeout. But North will keep it here as it's tipped away. Savannah Weaver into the game for North Medford. Alyssa Heese is into the game for North Medford. She's on the JV squad, swinging with varsity, number 50. The Ross family, also well known by North Medford alumni, as Joanna played for North a couple years ago. And Jaslyn plays now. From the outside is good. And they have lightning release. We didn't see much of it in the first quarter, but that's what they're known for. And they've built themselves a 9-point lead here to start the second. 3 minutes left to go here in the half. Down the baseline, good pass. That one is off, however. And they have numbers going down the floor. They see it. They go up. No call. Her arms were straight up in the air. Back to the Black Tornado. Hannah Drisdale back into the game. Thought about it. That one's tipped, but still reaches its destination. That shot from the outside is off. Gets the rebound. They, however, do not get a third opportunity as GP's going up the floor. That layup is off. Second chance opportunity as well. And we'll see what they call. I believe they called a foul on the floor, so GP will keep it.
Just a little under 3 minutes here to play. Grants pass up 15-6. You can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Not the most effective on offense for both sides of this ball club, but
GP's been picking it up a little bit with their outside shooting.
I was going to say, I mistake. I said North is going on a run. Grants pass is actually going on a little bit of a run there. I believe North has only scored once in this period. Twice, maybe?
Twice.
Yeah, that's correct.
Had the 2 in the first.
2, now they got 6. So as we approach the 2-minute mark here, 15-6. North swinging the ball around. I think then, like I said, taking care of the ball is going to be a big factor in the outcome of this game. As you can see, Grant's pass getting up in the lanes, really playing tough defensively.
Just nothing easy for North Medford right now.
Easy. Absolutely not. Their coach is demanding them to get up in the lanes and coming down with a lot of rebounds as well.
Here we just saw Lopez battling for that one with Drisdale, and Lopez has a serious height disadvantage there.
She's scrappy. So, I call that hard over height.
Scrappiness is what gets the backup point guard on the floor usually.
Right. She's out there playing the wing right now, so she can do a little bit of all.
GP back with it.
Ball handler. Okay, good scrappy defense. North's going to go to the zone defense here. Kind of baiting them almost to see if they can get their outside game going. So obviously, they're getting them on the back door. The back door passes, getting those easy layups. Kind of see if they can stretch out this offense, see if they can make them kind of shoot more from the outside.
And so far they have. We'll see if they continue that streak. They shoot from the outside. That one is just off.
There's Lopez right in the mix, though.
Always fighting for it.
Always fighting for it.
But it'll stay right here with North Medford, and they'll go the other way. 1:06 left to go here on the clock. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors. After the game, head down to your Circle K and get some crispy, crunchy chicken.
Don't make me hungry.
Cold weather, warm food.
Oh, wow.
What could be better? That shot's up and no good for Riley Childers as it rolls off the rim. Lopez takes it up the floor. Kylie Rucker from the outside. Back to Wells, who passes it up lob style. That one's taken back by North. They can hold for the final possession if they so choose. And I mistakenly called Jane or Sepke Riley Childers. Apologies for that. Lopez nearly takes it back. North with numbers. Let's see if they use them. Up and no good is the outside shot. They'll call a push on Hannah Dresdale. 6'1" junior.
Just like that, we are in the 1-1. We're in the bonus.
And we thought it was coming.
We saw it coming, just not
Maybe a little sooner.
Yeah, I thought it was going to come sooner, honestly. They've been playing some honest defense, so all credit to them. Really just kind of limits North Medford to only 2 buckets this period. So
yeah.
Class playing very well. Well, actually, I wouldn't say very well, but they're kind of finding their groove.
Playing better than they were.
Yes.
They wrestle that one back. They'll just call a foul on the floor. That'll be the 8th team foul for North Medford, and we are staying right where we were.
Right back to the line.
I guess I could.
Not very efficient from the free throw line tonight, though, for Grants Pass.
Not entirely. They've had a lot of opportunities.
A lot of visits to the line, a lot of empty trips, though. As she hears me from up here, she says, "Hey, I do this, all right?"
There's a reverse jinx. We got it down.
I guess so.
8 seconds left to go here in the half. That one's off.
North of the board.
Final possession. They dribble into the front court, makes one move, goes up. That one's no good. And that'll take us to the end here at Grants Pass High School. 16-6 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We got halftime coming. What can North do in the second half? Try to climb back into this one. It's not a huge deficit by any means. They're both kind of playing under their potential, so to say.
I think they're kind of playing into what Grants Pass has kind of bought into this game. Grants Pass is getting in the lanes, making the forced turnovers. North, obviously, 2 buckets in the quarter. You just can't have it. You really got to come up a little bit more efficient offensively. Grants Pass, nonetheless went on a good run there. So, if you're North, you just go back to the drawing board and say, hey, we got to play our game. We can't fall victim to what they want us to do.
They cap their 1-basket quarter with a 2-basket quarter, and that's a little tough to climb out of that one.
It's a tough first half. So.
But we'll see if they got it there in the second half. It is halftime, 9 minutes left to go. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
How have you found Medford, and how's the transition been?
The whole Medford community has been incredibly welcoming and supportive, and I've loved to see how this entire community rallies around our schools. I mean, it's just such good things happening for kids all over this community. It's good stuff.
What did you see about the district that presented opportunities you're interested in, challenges maybe that you'll face here in Medford?
Yeah, a lot of great things already happening for students here in this school district. I mean, some of the work around pathways is really incredible, and opportunities for kids to get involved early on to see, am I interested in a particular field or not, and learning that is really incredible here in the district. Yep. And then we have a great board of directors who is very interested in how do we ensure that our students are ready for whatever their next step is? And we talk about having every option open for them. And so that's important too, to have a board that understands that it's got to be always about the students. And then I've gotten to know a lot of the staff here in the district, and whether they're in the classroom or coaching, or they're at central office, or frankly in cafeterias or driving a bus. These are folks who are focused on the students. And so having that opportunity to work with these adults who are so interested in ensuring that our students are successful is just a joy. And so it has been part of my very fortunate career to be able to work in districts where that's been the case, and that's certainly the case here too. And so I was very interested in doing that in a little bit different locale here in Southern Oregon, which has been a joy as well.
Excellent. Heard great things about your visits to Kids Unlimited and Augusta Charter Schools.
Sure.
School is a little different as we go forward. Meeting the needs of kids, so that's a neat opportunity within the district, a new opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. So this idea of options for kids is something that is very exciting to me. We know that as adults, we like having options whenever we make choices about a variety of things, and the same should be true for our parents and for our students as well. Within a system, having opportunities for students to explore a variety of things, whether, to your point, whether it is in a different environment, a particular different school, or whether it is within our traditional schools, having options for kids is always a good thing. And frankly, it leads to a more quality education because then the student's able to get in and experiment with some things. And it's not just finding things they love. That's exciting, of course. Yep. But equally exciting is when kids get into something and realize, I hate this. You know, I mean, how much better to discover that when you're 16?
They call that math, right?
No. How much better to discover that you think you want to be a vet, and instead of figuring out at 26, after you've invested in all the schooling, that I don't really like this, how much better when you're 16 to say, this is gross. I don't want to deal with this. I mean, no offense to vet folks. I appreciate those guys. But again, we want to make sure that there are options for kids in a variety of places, not just high school either. Yeah. One of the things we talk about, I love the staff here in the Medford School District, talking to some elementary teachers recently, this idea of making sure that students are building relationships with each other in our classrooms is so important because we're a relationship business. I mean, that's what we're all about. And so part of our work with social emotional learning and ensuring that our kids are knowing how to get along with each other, and part of that is in this whole idea of choice.
And we are right back to the action, sports fans, as we begin the third quarter here at Grants Pass High School. We'll get that changed for you. There you go. And we are right back to the action as Wells has it at the top of the key. We'll see if North Medford can get their offense going here in the second half. Haven't been able to pick it up. Only 3 baskets today. Sepke passes it off. Back to Sepke. Her brother Anthony played on my football team at North Medford. From the corner, that one's good. Off to a good start. And 3 points for North as Grants Pass has it. And we'll see if they can answer. Deficit now just 7 points. Good passing on the key, back to Mock.
North's going to go back to that zone defense.
For 3, and that's the risk you run. Better just hope Grants Pass's outside shooting is off.
And necessarily, it wasn't very on in the first half. I mean, they got a lot of backdoor buckets, you know, from them playing the man defense.
Yeah, just not too well from the outside.
So I think them switching the zone is actually a good idea. You know, kind of making, you know, test them a little bit. Make them, you know, earn those buckets instead of just giving them free ones, you know, where basically, you know, you got a 99% chance of hitting a layup.
Yeah, exactly.
From the outside, when, you know, you stretch out the offense a little bit more, kind of make them earn those inside shots, or maybe make them force those outside ones. Even
kind of play the trend because, as you see an outside shot, even though Grants Pass is good at shooting from the outside, kind of play the trend. Not too hot today.
Yeah.
Take a chance. And when you're the inferior team record-wise, might want to take any chance you can get. Try to get a game to go. Mock makes one pump. She gets the ball back. Passed up one shot from the outside. That one's up. And that one last touched by Grant's pass. They're going the other way.
So there goes North Medford. Two stops in a row, working them, making them work for it, really just working,
Just prioritizing that inside defense. Nothing easy here in the second half. But then they go bad turnover there on that possession. Those are the kinds of things that they'll want to kind of limit and avoid here.
Definitely down the stretch, obviously, kind of a close ball game like this, not a high-scoring game.
Very much in reach at all points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mock's shot is off.
Good kick out.
For 3. That one is off as well from Emily Rund. Back into the front court. Layup is up, no good. Briefly tipped by North Medford, taken back by Grant's pass. Mock up the floor. Speedy freshman. Good pass to the outside, makes the extra one. And they'll set their offense.
There we go, back into that zone.
It's worked so far.
They can stretch out that offense, but
That one was very close to falling down. They won't miss forever. I don't believe they called any contact on that one. It looked like quite a bit, but they'll call it Grant's pass ball on the tip out. And they'll inbound. Rucker passes it back to Rucker, who shoots the deep shot. And rebounded by North Medford. They've gone cold from the floor.
there we are again. North Medford stretching them out, making them shoot the 3. Obviously not GP's night so far from the outside. So I think them switching to the zone defense has been fairly effective.
And I think if North Medford could avoid some of these turnovers we've seen, they'll get a break to go amiss, but then they'll turn it over on the next possession. If they can avoid that, maybe they can get back in this game quickly.
They definitely got to capitalize off these long rebounds and the turnovers that Grant's pass is having. They can't just go turnover for turnover all game and expect to win this ball game.
Because it won't happen forever. They can hit that outside shot. That one's still off. North Medford ball. And it's not often you get these kind of breaks if you're North Medford. It's pretty fortunate here.
Right, Grant's pass, home court, this is where they practice. This is
home cooking?
Home cooking, you know what I mean? Just like you said. Not really having the best offensive night. I mean, they got to give credit to North, stretching out their offense and making them play the outside game. But you would think being the home cooking advantage, they would be able to knock down these shots. But
from the mid-range, Sepke, their senior leader on this team, she's been really quiet today.
It's kind of been a quiet game all around for a lot of these players. Pretty evenly distributed as far as points go. I mean, only 9 points for North, obviously. So, I don't know how many players are on the board for them, but I mean, as far as Grant's pass, has been pretty evenly distributed throughout the whole team. So.
And for the most part, they've shared the ball well. If I could say anyone's the leading scorer, it'd probably be Sophie Mock.
Yeah, she's playing well. She's very clear.
Hit like 1 or 2 outside shots.
A couple outside shots. She did have a backdoor play. North gave up a couple of those, couple of easy, flex cuts on the baseline. Just kind of backdoor, North kind of falling a little lackadaisical. That's when they were in man, though. So now they're switching up to the zone. It's been very effective to their advantage.
And Grant's pass goes to the inside for 2.
As you can see, that's where Grant's pass is striving this game, is that inside game.
And North right back on the other end gets it to go.
Good strong take right there, just right back at you. It's kind of what you need. It's kind of been the story of tonight's game. Turnover one way, turnover the other. Buckets one
back and
way,
forth.
bucket the other. It's kind of been just back and forth, but kind of more turnovers than buckets, if you could say so.
Gets that long shot to go.
Like you said, they're not just gonna miss the whole game. So hopefully that helps them catch a little steam there. The score is now 20-11. Grant's pass leading, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
Sepke passes it off.
Looks like Grant's pass is going to go into the zone as well. They've been in the zone.
Fighting zone with zone. Wells has been quiet too. Wells, I don't believe, has scored. She's been trying to get her teammates involved. A couple passes like that one have been sailed a little bit.
Not the most efficient night offensively for both teams. I think it's kind of been a little bit of difficult. I think it's a Friday night, you know, they get ready for the weekend.
Just got done with school.
Just got done with school. I think they say, hey, you know, I'm tired. I had a couple tests this week, you know.
From deep. That one is good for North Medford. And you are correct. They are only down 6, which is as close as they've been since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, like you said, one bucket in the first.
And then back and forth goes Grant's pass.
But North, one bucket in the first quarter, 2 buckets in the second quarter. This quarter, you know, obviously picked it up a little bit more. Kind of going back and forth, kind of need to capitalize off of some of these turnovers. They want to stay in this ball game. But GP playing tough on both ends of the ball. Good pass inside. Good swing.
From deep, there she is. And she hits the outside shot. We are going back and forth here.
I think she heard you, John. She said, hey, I'm trying to get on the board. Just give me a second.
And that's a first miss in a while. And you're absolutely right. Jasmine Wells finally getting on the board. She's one of their better players.
She's one of the more dynamic scorers, and I think she's been a little quiet tonight. I think that's it. Kind of takes one of those just to get the ball rolling. You know what I mean?
And sometimes your scorers want to pass first and get their teammates involved, and when the shots aren't hitting, you got to kind of take it into your own hands a little bit.
It's one of those nights where she needs to kind of take over, and I think her hitting that last shot kind of get her a little self-esteem going. Kind of find a rhythm. Hopefully they can swing it around and maybe find her for another open shot as they are back in zone.
And I can see it in her body language a little bit. She's looking at the rim now.
Heat check right there.
And she was looking at the rim on the last time she had the ball in her hands.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing more fun for a shooter than playing against zone defense. I'll tell you that much right now.
And they correctly call that off of Grant's pass. North Medford wisely didn't try to go after it.
So 16 seconds left here in the third. Good run here by North Medford. Also, Grant's pass still just playing their game, playing effective as well. But definitely, I would say the best quarter out of all 3 for North.
Absolutely, they scored.
I would say you would probably agree with me on that one. Yeah?
They over-doubled their point total here in the third quarter.
Kind of stretching out this, the zone, kind of getting some more open shots, just like that one there.
That mid-ranger is good to go, and I, as a post player myself, I always appreciate those mid-range shots. They say they're going out of style. I say keep on shooting them if you can.
That's right. If they're going in, hey, you know what I mean? 2 points is 2 points.
And that was JV swing, Alyssa Heese, the freshman.
We love it. We love it.
And that'll bring us to a break. We'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports. Don't go anywhere. This game's close.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
And we are back to the action here. Sports fans, only a 2-possession game North Medford finds themselves down only 4 points as they made a nice run there at the end of the third quarter. 23-19 on the John L. Scott scoreboard here in Grants Pass. And that's what you like to see from a young program. They have some older players on their roster, but I'd say the program itself is young with coaching. And they're figuring it out here in the second half. Grants Pass knows their game. Let's see if they'll get back to it. Skylar Willie passes it off to the top of the key. Rachel Snyder with it. Playing good team basketball as Rund has made several extra passes. She has it from the outside. Snyder's shot is off. And after hitting that shot, we'll see if Jasmine Wells is jump started here in the fourth quarter. Has it in the corner, looks at the rim. That one's off. And we'll have a quick timeout from Grants Pass, but we'll stay right here as it's a 30-second timeout. I'd like to thank another one of our sponsors. Thanks to Bill's Glass for sponsoring Table Rock Sports. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass.
I love it. I love it.
I got these in my mind now.
That was just textbook. I love it, brother. Got to give a big shout out to Big Boss, man. Joe Brett playing in the alumni game over there at Central Arizona College. So he has his pitching debut, I believe, in a few years. Tomorrow, so we wish him the best of luck as he is out of town playing at his former alumni school. So
certain to be lots of fun.
Should be lots of fun. I was talking to his wife earlier, and she was just praying he doesn't get hurt. So, let's go ahead and do your thing, boss. We're rooting you on.
Grants Pass now with possession on the outside. They drive to the middle, goes up, and the layup is off. Good defense by North Medford to stop the drive. Pulls up from deep. The definition of a heat check.
Stop and pop. I'm not mad about it.
That was Ersepke, and she can hit from the outside. Been quiet today. I got Jasmine Wells jump started earlier by talking about her.
That's right.
Maybe Ersepke can have the same effect.
Let's see. I mean, they've been listening all game to us. And we say something, and they come back right out.
We have that ability.
Yeah, that's right.
I like to believe, at least. And a miscommunication as she rolled to the rim and maybe expected her to be at the top of the key. That one sails out of bounds.
6 minutes to go. 4-point game. Grants Pass up 23-19 on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
And North Medford has not had a lead, but they get a good pass into the front court. And that one was debatable.
Off the mark. Good look. Good pass down low by Wells.
Wells, it goes without being said, but some great passes today. Just they haven't turned into assists. Those baskets haven't been falling for North Medford.
Yeah.
But props for making the extra pass. Ersepke with it.
You can kind of tell she's kind of that facilitator out there. And obviously, playing against tough Grants Pass defense, playing this zone, obviously, when you're not having the best outside game. Good board and good bucket.
And that's the swing player, Alyssa Heath, number 50, and you are absolutely right. And that's a one-possession game. And they are going to debate. It looked to be off North Medford. It is. And it stays right here. Not the tallest player on the floor is Heath, but able to box out just enough for North to get their big package back into the game as
Good bucket by the freshman. I love to see it. You know what? That gets me going. I love that.
when you've had a tough season, you can afford to kind of test lineups and see who comes to play, and she's been performing.
Who's going to be a little more effective in your future? Obviously, that's North Medford, kind of like you said, kind of in a rebuilding season. Awesome to see young players coming off the bench, obviously swinging a little bit.
And one possession game.
One possession game, just like that.
Gets the offensive rebound. She's deadly from the top of the key. That one rolls off. Drysdale gets it. North Medford with numbers. Those numbers quickly disappear. No foul called. Contact. They will play on. Getting a little sloppy here. North Medford gets back the ball.
I think that's a good call by Coach Reed, getting a timeout. Things got a little out of hand there.
And I tend to agree. It was getting a little sloppy on the floor. People are falling down. That's what you kind of want to avoid.
Especially when things are going in your momentum like that, and you cut it to a 2-point lead. You notice things start to get a little out of whack. You see the ball going up and down, turning over left and right. Kind of got to regroup here and say, hey, listen, we're in this game. We've been cold all night. This is our quarter. Let's see if we can lock in and try to get a lead in this game. Get a momentum shift. It's a game of swings, so
Yeah.
it can go either way.
And I can finally say it's anyone's game here. Just one possession to go.
Absolutely.
North Medford hasn't had a lead yet.
Yep. But hey,
Could change here going forward.
Could change very, very quickly right here. With the way they're playing, they're swinging the ball around, playing effectively against that Grants Pass zone defense. And to their advantage, they've been able to get on not only on the boards, but also good backdoor passes, a couple outside shots. Wells knocking down a three. Just kind of doing everything that they need to do. They needed to do really in the first three, but hey, a few days grace. It's never too late.
Never too late. Coming down to the wire as Ursefki takes it up the floor. Back to Wells.
Was that a Kanye reference? Through the wire? I don't know. No, you tell me.
I'm still debating.
Good bucket. There it is. Tie game, folks.
Tie game. First time this game's been tied since the opening minutes. 23-23 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We got ourselves a game. 4 minutes left to go, and North has increased their intensity, but failed to cover on defense, and a very quick timeout for GP after the shot. 25-23 now, and we're going to use this opportunity to go on a break, and we'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and at lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look.
And we're going to cut that break short as it is North Medford possession here at Grants Pass High School here in the fourth quarter. 3:50 left to go. As close as you can get, North down only 2. They just tied it up for the first time since it was 0-0. Wide open in the corner. She goes up for the shot instead, and one.
Good bucket there for Virginia. That's Savannah Weaver right there with the and one. Little turnaround, little Kobe fader. I like that. I like that. A little inside game. Get a little shimmy.
And this looks to be a big turning point here in this game as they can take their first lead of the game right here.
And they do so. There we go.
They do.
Savannah Weaver, the 3 the hard way. We like to see it.
They were down 10 at one point when it was 16-6.
Hey, let's not forget, they scored 2 points in the first quarter.
They've brought it all the way back.
This team's brought it all the way back to gain the lead.
Get the ball back. Wisely takes a breather. Ursefki with it.
And if you're North here, this possession is crucial. You want to take care of the ball. You want to get a good open look. Take your time, obviously. And here goes the look. She goes straight to a lot of contact there. No call.
They've swallowed their whistles here in the second half after a lot of whistles there in the first.
So jump is a jump ball. Going to stay in favor of North.
Stay right here.
A lot of contact on the line. Yeah, I mean, the ref's kind of letting them play. So
usually I'm like, Sure.
That's okay.
Especially since they're calling it both ways.
There was a couple debatable ones in the first half.
And a big outside shot for 3 from North Medford. And join us after the game on KTVL as you'll see highlights from this game and many others tonight.
Gotta give a shout out to my former Pop Warner teammate, Cameron Derby. He will be the host of the evening over there.
Our friend Demi will be doing the wrap for KTVL tonight as Joe, as we said before, is out of town. And she might have had a lane to the basket, but they'll call a timeout here with 2:20 left. And North now finds themselves with a 2-possession lead. They control the flow of this game from here on out.
Just like I say it about every game, obviously, playing a little bit of college basketball in California, Washington, it was an adjustment, obviously, with no shot clock in Oregon. So if you're North here, swing the ball around, kill a minute or two, make them foul you, get to the line, extend this lead.
The keys are in your hands now.
The keys are in your hands, really. Realistically, Grants Pass is not let this game get away from them.
And you definitely couldn't say that there in the second, third quarter. But they flipped the script.
So if you're North here, I'd say just take care of the ball, swing it around, burn some time, make them foul you. Make them make a mistake. Kind of roles reversed, I guess,
Yeah, and as we've been saying, it's been a really quiet quarter for fouls. Only 1 team foul for Grants Pass and 2 for North.
So like you said,
we are a long way from foul trouble.
Refs letting them play. Uh-oh.
Dangerous there by North Medford. They keep the ball, trying to call a play. Back to the corner.
And they're going to hit the 2-minute mark here.
And Grants Pass may opt for a trap here on one of these possessions.
And that's who you want the ball in the hands of right there, Wells.
Somehow gets that pass.
I don't know how she got out of that one, but that's what she does so well. So here's North going to swing it around. Going to get it inside.
And
look,
back.
Third chance opportunity.
And Grants Pass gets it. They had plenty of opportunities there at the rim, just weren't able to get it. And I'd be wary of the outside shot here. You don't need the outside shot, but that's exactly when you shoot it. And they'll give it to North Medford off the tip.
Now, I don't know if you noticed there, but North switched to a man. North switched to a man defense right there. So good call by Coach Reed, kind of getting in the minds of the Grants Pass, obviously expecting zone.
Switching it up.
And boom, causes turnover. I like what Coach Reed's doing with this North Medford program.
And we're going to stay right here. We are about done with breaks as there's only 1:21 left to go here in the game. And I think you're right, just making those adjustments in game. A lot of coaches can make adjustments at halftime, but being able to see what's being put out on the floor and make that change mid-game, it's invaluable.
That was huge right there. I mean, you got a 2-possession ball game. Grants Pass coming down looking to set something up. Obviously expecting zone. North Medford comes out in man, causes a turnover. You love to see it. I mean, it's great coaching. It's great tactical coaching right there.
And this is when it starts to get difficult if you're Grants Pass, because only under a minute and a half left to go. That's just, it's pass around at that point.
And the first about 40 seconds right here, you either need a steal. After that, you're going to have a foul.
It's going to be difficult.
And you're a ways away from the bonus too. So
I'd expect them to ramp up the defensive intensity here, try for a trap, which they immediately do. Ersepke needs to get back over the line. They're about to whistle and has it stolen away. That was not what you want. Goes up for the layup. That one up for 2. 1-possession game. Grants Pass got exactly what they wanted, that steal in the early going. 1-possession game here.
We are under the 1-minute mark here, folks.
52 left to go.
I was going to say, expect Grants Pass to foul right there. That is only their second team foul. They are a ways away from the bonus. We're only 51 seconds left. So North kind of just playing a little keep away right here if you are.
And you're going to see a whole lot of fouling here in the next couple minutes. Don't be surprised. And we got another one.
all I got to say is if you're going to foul here, foul going for the ball. Going for the steal.
You always have that opportunity of
Right. You never
getting that
just
steal.
want to intentionally just foul just to foul. And, go for the ball, go for the steal. You might get away with a little bit of a foul. You never know. So North just looking to play keep away here.
They do a good job at first, almost gets it taken away. She has a lane to the basket. They may have called that in the act of shooting. That might send her to the line regardless.
It's good heads-up play there by Weaver. Just seeing the open lane, taking the drive, and obviously the trap came, so she swung it, got the foul call. So
Call it on the floor.
Good heads-up play there by the junior.
When you feel that foul coming, sometimes it's best to throw the ball at the rim.
Yeah, almost up.
But don't turn it over.
Yeah, act like you're shooting it, Make sure you hear the whistle first.
Yeah. That would make a coach very unhappy if you lose that ball.
Throw it up, you hear a whistle from the crowd or something, So that makes it 5 team fouls on Grant's pass. Almost in the bonus.
Abby Christensen will take it out. Back to Wells. Aggressive play there. That's what you're talking about. Just make sure you go for the ball.
That's a good foul. That's what you talking about. You hate the term good foul, but in this scenario, obviously, the best type of foul is one going for the steal. So they're going to go ahead and send her to the line for a 1-and-1. That's Weaver going to the line. She's been effective in that offensively, as you see. I believe it was 2 possessions ago, she had an and-1. Nice little Kobe fadeaway. That was.
I believe she came off the bench too, if I'm wrong.
Playing well. So 2 big, 1-and-1. So I guess a very clutch situation right here for the junior.
After almost no whistles in the third and fourth quarter, had a bunch of fouls.
Nothing but net.
1 free throw for North. They badly needed that one to go.
Savannah Weaver.
It's always that first one you need.
Very well tonight offensively. Second one, no good. Ford just stays with North. Oh, Grant's pass. Could have come up with it. She looks to appear to fall out of bounds.
Looks to be a little shaken up on the other end. Grant's pass has numbers and hit the 3. And tie ball game. And
that's tough.
That one's very tough for North.
Yeah, Kayla Steeney came down. She was limping, so that was a 5-on-4 situation. Exactly what you didn't want as North Medford Tornado. But your Grant's pass, that kind of fell into your lap. That was a gift from God right there. That's what they needed right there.
Absolutely. 24 seconds left to go. Tie ball game.
30-30. What are we thinking?
I'm thinking likely 1 possession left if they play it right. Probably 2 with the way we've been seeing it lately. North Medford might opt to go for the quick shot, play some defense.
Looks like Lopez is going to check in for the cavemen. For the lady cavers, I should say. My apologies.
30-30 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Both these teams trying to avoid overtime here.
Oh, that's a good one here. This game took a turn, didn't it?
Sure did.
It started out slow. Now, this crowd's even able to now. So North's going to put their best, obviously going to put their best free throw shooters out on the court.
Just in case there's a little bit of a nick.
That's right.
Got the buzzer going again. North will have possession here on this one. Inbounds to Ursepke. She's trapped in the corner. Able to take the outside. Passes back. 18 seconds left to go. She wanted the pass. Back to Ursepke. And they are going hard with the double for 3. It's good! And they take the lead. And that was cold-blooded from Jasmine Wells, number 10.
Just so you think we'll hit it, too. I mean, come on. We called that one in timeout.
She has been quiet today, but had those 2 outside shots, and right when she needed it most. 7 seconds left to go on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
Wow, just an answer to your prayers from North Medford. I mean, slow start, real slow start. 6 points in the first half. 33 now with 7 seconds to go. I mean, you guys do the math. 27 points, obviously, is a lot better than 6 points. So a good spark offensively, and all credit. I mean, Wells came up. She came up big in the second half. Slow start all around, I think, for everybody, but she came up big in the second half.
Just an impressive turnaround for the coaching staff, the players today.
Absolutely.
Just making those adjustments there in the second half, able to get them jump started. I don't know what he told them, but it worked.
It's something. It's something. But we still got 7 seconds, which is a lot of ball.
We got at least one more possession to go, and Grants Pass has been hitting from the outside as of late.
If you are north here, you have some fouls to get. So, be careful, obviously. Don't give up an open shot. But if you sense that maybe they're going to get an open shot, it never hurts to foul because they're not going to go to the free throw line. Ball's in.
And if they do, they haven't been shooting well. 3 seconds left to go. Has one more opportunity at it. Launches at the rim. That one is off. And that is your ball game. North Medford takes it. And that coaching staff is excited for their players as they steal one here at Grants Pass High School. And I'll tell you what, that final shot, that was in and out.
That was a close one, wasn't it?
Final score, 33-30 here, as you get some good sportsmanship. And my friend, that was a good game.
That was a good finish. Great finish by North Medford, obviously a team that's rebuilding their program. Great confidence builder going into the season, going into the league. Just a great all-around finish. Obviously, 27 points in the second half compared to 6 points in the first. Huge turnaround. If you're Coach Reed right now, you got to be proud of your girls to finish strong. You started out, you came out slow, and really just, I mean, it was a flip of the switch, really. I mean, just night and day from first half to second half, really.
And at that, North Medford improves to 5-10, and Grants Pass falls to 500, 7-7. That is all the time we have for today here on Table Rock Sports.
Sadly,
that was a great game.
Great finish.
But
all credits to both teams. I mean, they both fought hard, both played well. North just came up one bucket ahead. And that's how it goes in the league.
You're absolutely right. Catch the highlights tonight on Channel 10 KTVL. Our friend Joe will not be there tonight. He's over in
Central Arizona, alumni
Central
game.
Arizona.
He's pitching tomorrow.
But Mr. Demi will be there. Shout out to Demi DeSoto.
Demi.
And we are going to sign off here on Table Rock Sports. Jonathan McCrary and Jake McCoy. See you next time.